Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. This will be a quicker video. Since we're at the halfway point in the regular season for our 1970 NFL replay in Pro Strategy Football 2023, again, available on Steam. The historical seasons are community created mods, and those are available as free downloads. The seasons that the community has put together is every season from 1940 to the first week of the current season. So, so again, the historical seasons don't come with the base game. Those are a separate download created by the mod community. And again, those are free downloads. So we've completed week 7. We're at the halfway point in the season. So I thought I'd just take a quick break, crunch a few numbers, and kind of see where we're at. So, going out to Pro Football Reference, I have the standings as of week 7 for the actual 1970 NFL season. And then over on the right, I have our current Week 7 standings in our replay. So looking at the NFC East, at Week 7, it was Dallas, St. Louis, New York Giants, Washington, Philadelphia. In our replay, we have St. Louis, Washington, Giants, Dallas, and Philadelphia. I put an asterisk next to the ones that I kind of think are outliers. So Dallas, in week 7, they had a 5-2 record. In our current sim, they're 2-4-1. And but everything else is pretty much in line. I mean, St. Louis gained a game. Washington, they're dead on. The Giants, a difference of a loss there. And then Philadelphia, they gained a win. So Dallas being the only outlier, those are pretty good numbers. Then again, it's a replay, so things happen. Players get removed in game for in-game injuries, come back in. They're out for a play or two where maybe it could matter. But no season-ending injuries in that for the replay. So again, Dallas can turn it around in that division. They've just got to win a lot of games right now. But everything else, that kind of looks right. I mean, St. Louis was a good team that year, and they were tied for Dallas for first place. So it's not surprising to see St. Louis on top. I would have thought it would be, St. Louis, Dallas, New York, Washington, and Philadelphia. But again, you play the games, and this is what you get. In the NFC Central, pretty much the same, just a flip-flop between Detroit and Minnesota. So in the Central, in real life, it was Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago. In our replay, we've got Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago. Green Bay, they're 3-4 rather than 4-3. Minnesota was 6-1. They are 4-3. And the Lions, they have the identical record. And of course, Chicago, just a bad team. They're definitely, I'd say that's a little bit of an outlier too, but they are bad. So, but a 1-6 just may be a bit of an outlier. In the NFC West, we have the order correct on both sides. Los Angeles 5-2, San Francisco, Atlanta, New Orleans. In real life, same order. But San Francisco, they tied a game. Otherwise, they'd be 5-2. Atlanta 3-4, they tied a game, so that altered that record. And then New Orleans, they tied a game. So those look good. That actually panned out really well. And again, we still have half the season to play, so these are going to change obviously by the end of the season. AFC East, this is the one that's probably the biggest surprise. You had Baltimore, Miami, Buffalo, the Jets, and Boston in real life. In our replay, we have the Jets, Baltimore, Miami, Buffalo, and Boston, with the biggest change would be the Jets, who in real life are 1-6. In our replay, they're 5-1-1. Otherwise, you look at Baltimore. Well, they lost a game in the replay that they didn't lose in real life. Miami, 4-3, 4-3. Buffalo, 3-4, and they were 3-3-1 in our replay. And then Boston was 1-6, so they picked up a game somewhere in there, but they were historically bad. So not unusual there. On the AFC Central, in real life, we have Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Houston, and Cincinnati. Cincinnati came roaring back, excuse the pun, and made the playoffs. So that 1-6 start, they overcame that. In our replay, we have Pittsburgh in first with a 1-2 record, followed by Cincinnati with a 3-4 record. I think I can put that one as a little bit of an outlier as well. Houston, 2-4-1. In our replay, they're 2-5. And then Cleveland, just kind of like the Cowboys, they were 4-3 in real life, and they're 1-5-1 in our replay. AFC West numbers in real life, you had Denver on top at that time, halfway through the season, followed by Oakland, Kansas City, and San Diego. If you look over in our replay, at week 7, at the end of week 7, we have Kansas City on top of the AFC West with a 5-2 record. They were 3-3-1 in real life. Denver is sitting in second place with a 3-2-2 record in our replay. They were 4-3. San Diego, they were 4-3 in real life. They were 2-3-2. And then the Oakland Raiders, they were 3-2-2, and in our replay, they're 3-3-1. So they converted one of those ties into a loss. But again, a lot of these numbers do line up, and again, it's a sim, so it's not going to be a complete mirror of the season. And players' performances can be up and down, but overall, I think that's pretty good. We're again halfway through the season. There's a lot of football to be played. These numbers will change, and we'll just see kind of where things shape out and kind of work themselves out over the next 7 weeks of the season, and we'll see where everybody ends up, and we'll do another one of these actual versus replay videos at the end of the season. So that's all I've got for today. Short video, like I said. Thanks for viewing. Please like and subscribe. I hope people are having a good time with this. I sure am. Was talking to a good friend at breakfast yesterday, and we were talking football, and I mentioned, I'm doing this 1970 NFL replay on YouTube, and that just sparked up just fun conversations about football in the 70s, the players, and was talking about, hey, we had this game where this player excelled, or they really stunk up the joint, and it was really nice to kind of have that conversation and reminisce about the 1970 season and those players. I did create a Facebook page for the channel, so please go out there and follow that and like that as well. I'll be posting some comments up there. One of the things I did post is What is your favorite decade in the NFL? I obviously put mine as the 1970s and listed a reason why. I think the 70s is the best decade of professional football. So I hope you enjoy that Facebook page that I put together to support the channel and vice versa. Again, thanks again, folks. Have a good day, and we'll circle back and start week 8 and finish off the second half of the 1970 NFL season in replay.